Welcome to the post-game analysis of Sunday LCK, Game 1 between SP and HLE. We have Chung and Lee as well as Vito and Lira as our analysts. Both teams are very desperate to get a dub here. It is their second encounter of the season, and we can feel both of their energies from the draft phase. Saw the blind pick Ilawe from the start, and Cloud Temporal was going nuts about it. They banned Cannon out initially, and it seemed like they had something in their sleeves. Whereas for HLE, they wanted to get a range champs to counter Ilawe, such as Ezreal and LeBlanc. And then they ended up with subpar champions in laning phases. And they wanted to propagate the snowball in the later phase of the game. However, they weren't able to capitalize fully onto the objectives, and they failed to do so. So SP was able to get the win, regardless of some of their deficits in their team comp. The biggest strength that Ward had was completely negated by SP. Because their team strength was completely shut down by SP, HLE wasn't able to capitalize on anything. Furthermore, they weren't able to execute their plays properly as well. Such as Ward getting too impetuous and trying to go for a play and failed to do so. Whereas SP was able to get the victory due to their audacity, such as first picking Ilawe and so forth. This is right before the third dragon.
여기서 미리 좀 자리를 잡고 본인들이 드래곤을 먼저 치면서 여기서 골드도 뭐 아쉬울 게 없었거든요.
HLE should have been in position first and started the dragon themselves rather than staying at the back.
이거는 개인적으로 좀 두두서 너무 급하게 맞았다고.
And then once again, Dudu went in too early, and then the team play was completely discombobulated.
시작은 굉장히 좋았어요. 모데카이저가 니달리를 데려갔고
The start was actually very good because Mort took away Nidalee to the death realm, and it became essentially a 3v5 situation because of Hybrid being mutilated by LeBlanc. However, SP was able to retaliate with Azir, and then they were able to fight with ease due to Azir's zoning potential.
세 번째 드래곤 타이밍에는 마나문의 업그레이드 이제 마나문의 업그레이드가 안 되거든요.
And also Ezreal went for Sheep first, so didn't have the capability to upgrade Manamune into Muramana, and that's why he didn't have the proper power spike to unleash his full potential. And rather than staying in front of the dragon, they should have rather just acquire gold elsewhere and just conceded the dragon instead. SP showed off their superior team fighting potentials over HLE. However, there was a moment where HLE was able to steal the dash. Let's check it out.
이거 시작보여줘. 1200 버스 하자. 1200. 들어볼래?
Let's go in at
야,
full
바로
100.
딜해줘. 1200.
Get it?
빼야 돼.
Back
필요
off.
없어.
Gotta back off.
우리
now.
바로 먹었거든? 이거
got
용준비하자.
Alright, let's prep for a dragon.
여기서는 서리온 프린스가 과감하면 좋았지만
Alright,
디테일이
SP's boldness was very good, but their details in terms of their plays was a bit subpar, and the players weren't able to make objective decisions. And also, Lian's swapping into Smite using his Unsealed spellbook, and they made delicate plays to steal the Nasher. However, they conceded the dragon afterwards, and they couldn't really propagate the snowball based on the power play. However, they lost in a regrettable fashion in the following team fight, and therefore eventually lost the game. HLE with that heartbreaking loss, whereas SP showed off their audacious moves to get the dub. And let's see who's the player of the game for Game 1. It is Mickey's Azir.
솔킬을 만들어냈죠.
Not only he made a solo kill against LeBlanc,
보통 반대 구도가 나오는
Usually,
게 일반적이기도 하고
the opposite trend
그런 게 나오기
is
쉬운데
very
오늘 아직도 르블랑
commonplace.
여기 한
However,
번도
he was
쉽지가
able to get rid of LeBlanc on his own
선수가
with Azir.
계속적으로 집중 마크 당하고
And
니달리도
as Hybrid was
모데카이저한테 집중 마크를
continuously
당했지만
being
그
pinned down by enemy
정글과
champions,
원딜의 공백을 잘 채워준 것 같습니다.
he was able to narrow down the gap between the jungler and his AD carry.
아군과 동일하게 포지션을 잡아서
Once again, in a stalemate positions,
대처하기 되게 어려운
when
줄
LeBlanc
알았거든요.
goes for running gun style,
안 받으면서 서리언프스가 되게 한타 편하게 했어요.
usually the oppositions flinch. However, Azir kept his poise and did his job.
챔피언의 특징을 생각을 한다면 좀만
Considering the
더
unique features
클템의 목소리 톤이 올라갔으면 아마 이런 쪽도 많이 표가 나오지
champion
않았을까.
itself.
그렇습니다.
He was able to exploit that very well.
11표를 가져갔고요. 12표 중 11표를 니키 선수가
unfortunately,
가져가면서
one vote was
POG로
given to Ilaoi.
당선됐습니다. 자, 이대로
So,
서리언 프린스가
that was
역세
that.
탈출에 성공할지
Sadly, he
아니면
didn't get the unanimous
하나생명이
vote.
기다리고 기다리던
Let's see
탑승의
whether
희망을
SP can
만들어낼지
uncuff their
지금
losing streak
시작이
or
지금
HLE can retaliate and bounce back.
Thank you, Brian, as always, for the wonderful translation. I'm looking at you, Jonah Strong. I don't know who that observer vote was.
Yeah, I'm
But-
gonna flame him. I know him personally, and I'm gonna flame him super hard. Like after that solo kill
Lowy.
on the top side, you give him POG. Yes, he did great engage.
Maybe he wanted to vote for Doodoo.
Oh, that's a spicy way. Yeah, I like it. But anyways, Hanwha Live Esports, they are lost as a team. Yeah, probably their players are still great though. Like having some solo kills on the top side and also solo kills on the bot side. It was still great, you know. But their Olaf and LeBlanc was missing whole game,
Yeah.
whole early game, especially when the part of the early game. You know, when they are part of the early game.
Yeah. If you're gonna play Olaf LeBlanc, don't play it like that. I think that's the lesson that we learned. And now they're on blue side, so maybe that'll switch up the ban pick
Yeah.
for this one.
I'm wondering if they choose to pick Ezreal once again because they have the chance to pick it and there is a low event as we expected because they first pick it and yeah, maybe from the laning phase that was easy for Dudu, but after that he was getting E'd all time and that made team fight pretty hard, you know. So as a team they decide to ban it. Yeah, and it seems like all the AD carries are gonna be open. Nice joke. Varus is banned.
Yeah, good try. Varus going to be banned here. And do they consider banning? Well, TF was available, so we're not going to see TF. And now do you consider first picking
Okay.
Velios? I thought maybe they'd go for Ezreal, but they saw 200 years. They picked 200 years, I suppose.
So the thing is, Hanwha Live, I don't think they like to play Aphelios because I didn't see that much. Let me check. Yeah, they played 5 games, but 1 win and 4 losses. So that's why I couldn't remember it. But anyways, they decide to play Aphelios this time, and yeah, as you see, SeolHaeOne, they were just ready to trade it because last game they could also first pick it, but they just let them pick either one, right? So I think they're just ready for it. And yeah, Trundle for the partner.
Yeah, Trapdle being selected here.
Yeah, I mean, I like Ezreal and Lee Sin more because their combo is slightly better.
Yeah.
And all the LCK teams are just picking like that. But yeah, here we go. Nidalee by Haru and Mir Galio. I mean, he showed some great skirmishes. I wouldn't say it was great performance, but some great skirmishes, right? From Galio. So I think it's still fine, but SeolHaeOne is going to be really happy with this result because they want to have mid prior, and in the last game he was playing Azir, but even though he was playing against LeBlanc and Olaf, he was just getting all the farms and all the fights for him, right?
Yeah.
So especially when they are having mid prior like this and with this soy pick, I am expecting SeolHaeOne to control this game from early.
Yeah. We see a lot of Nautilus into stuff like Zoe, but I think players kind of learn that matchup more and more and realize that, well, Galio, yeah, he can try to push back, but he's melee, and you can block his Justice Punch with your portal jump. We saw BDD doing that and just making, I think it was Mickey, actually. It was some mid laner, some other mid laner, he just made him look silly with the Zoe versus Galio matchup. And
Yeah.
Galio's not necessarily super high tier nowadays.
Because of laning phase, you know.
Yeah.
His 1v1 ability is just bad. Real bad.
It's
you know?
bad. It's terrible, actually.
So that's the main reason why you don't pick Galio blind normally. But for Hanwha, they shouldn't care about the laning phase, you know? Because even though last game they got solo kills on the top and bot, nothing happened, nothing changed. So probably they should look for more engages, more CC, more team comp for the mid late game. And it seems like it, you know?
Mr. Sir Thomas Kench, he's been demoted down to Timothy. And, well, we see him a lot nowadays. He's doing okay. He's 11 and 12, I suppose, is his win rate right now. But
I mean, Koreans
kinda boring.
always like to play TK, you know?
yeah.
Decent laning phase,
Mhm.
decent abilities. They like it because it's 50-50, you know?
Yeah. True.
Koreans always like to just have some 50-50.
Yeah.
Stabilize.
And now Hanwha are trying to just pile in on the hard engage. Well, actually, as I say that, the last second change to Braum.
Yeah.
I don't really know what to think about that.
I mean,
dude.
if it was old Griffin aggressively hands, maybe he could pick Brand, some kind of champion.
Yeah.
But Hanwha Live changed him, or he changed himself to pick this kind of boring champion. And again, I don't think Braum is good choice here.
Okay.
And yeah,
It's him.
it's him, yeah.
Cho'Gath. Welcome back to the LCK. We never see this guy. Thank you to Ixu for playing him. Just hearing some feral screams from behind us, as is the way with SeolHaeOne.
Someone just screamed super hard and weirdly, you know?
Yeah.
So I was so shocked.
Yeah,
Is
exactly.
someone passed out or something? Like, holy moly, man. But anyways, I was expecting some kind of Malphite because there is Aphelios and Trundle is in your team, so maybe he could pick some tank champions. But yeah, I think he's kind of boring in this kind of champion, in this kind of series, I guess, because yeah, it's not normal matchup that we are seeing, even in solo queue. So I'm not sure if it's Glacier, Arkman, Cho'Gath, or Grasp with tank. We'll see
Yeah.
what it is.
I would assume the tank, if you go full AP,
With
I mean,
Glacial,
yeah,
GLP, and
full AP with Glacial, and you have some health sacking. I guess you are Cho'Gath, but you might just be able to get one shot by the combo from Wukong. I think it is safer to go tank, but we'll have to wait and see what he does go for. We have Ezreal Tom Kent's very safe, and then, of course, Ezreal's best friend, Jesse, of course, from Team Rocket. We lost Meowth. He never gets played anymore. Poor Yuumi. But, yeah, the two of them going to join together and put on a poking spree with some help from Cho'Gath and some pillars coming out of Trundle.
so it's tank with Grasp. But yeah, I mean, I don't know why Hanwha Live is just keep picking Braum, because they could pick Yuumi, by the way, for them. Aphelios was one of the partner for the Yuumi, and also they're already ready for just one-man carry, because they have Galio in their team, and Spear with Yuumi is ready, and if they add it up with real Yuumi on the bot side, they could have some free late-game team fight potential, because you are playing against Ezreal, Tahm Kench bot lane, which means nothing's gonna happen when it comes to like foam and dive.
Yeah.
So yeah, they could pick Yuumi definitely. DRX showed up, even though Yuumi got nerfed on the mana on her like just passive and all the mana nerfs, it was still powerful, you know. It was Lucian with it, but yeah. It's really interesting to see Braum fully hands all game.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose it's good at locking down Tom Kench in lane, but...
No, I mean, in lane it's really hard, by the way.
Yeah.
As I said, Braum in lane is worst, as I mentioned.
Yeah.
And from like level 4 and 5, TK is slowly poking down Braum because of his passive and his Q ability.
Yeah.
And Braum's poke? No, Braum is not poking. Braum is just wasting his mana.
Yeah.
So
I just mean like if a jungle gank comes, maybe they can get like concussive blows, and it's like, you know, maybe they can set up something
Gang potential.
Yeah, like against the melee support. But yeah, I mean, you're definitely correct. Like in terms of laning potential, you're gonna have a hard time, as it's been 680 days as Dudu is trying to make it even longer the next time.
Yeah. But he picked up tank Cho'Gath with grabs, you know? So
Yeah.
maybe we can see like a bar cold monster in the late game.
Ixu's gonna get real big eventually. It's gonna take a little bit, and you can see the sustain is pretty good. Dudu, the early trades for Cho'Gath, as long as you don't die, you can just sit here, you can kill minions, slowly get back, and sustain. And look at him, I mean, he's full health. He missed the cannon and the melee minion. I'm mauling really hard after that.
But actually, when you think about it, is he gonna have fun with Barco Cho'Gath in the late game when you're playing against 200 years with Braum? Yeah, I wanna see him
Maybe not.
just melting in 1 second when he has like 4k or 5k HP, you know?
Yeah.
It would be hilarious. And Riot maybe nerfs him again. I heard he's getting nerfed, but I don't think it's gonna hurt him that much.
Yeah.
Haha. Good job, guys.
Yeah. And I know our observer was pointing out to all the viewers, because we never see Cho'Gath, his passive, of course, when you kill a minion, you get some health and mana back, which is that sustain I was talking about. Nice little trade. Viper getting in their faces.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
And I'm wondering how they're gonna deal with it, because even though they had LeBlanc Olaf again, like last game, their mid laner was doing nothing at all, right? And especially this time, he's playing Galio against Zoe. Is he gonna do something in this game? I hope so, because their bot lane is trying really hard with this Aphelios and Braum. And it seems like it's still fine because his CS is not that bad at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, he has to.
Yeah.
He's playing his Zoe, you know? So he has to force her flash out.
That was a nice little play there, I suppose. Trading flashes with the Zoe is always going to be good. Maybe you can follow up or something like that. He did go Spellbook, Mickey did, so he'll be able to trade that for something else. These guys aren't having the most fun time with CSing, are they? I feel like every time we look up top, they're missing like everything.
I mean, in general, you know, when you compare to like good teams in LCK,
Yeah.
they do not miss single creeps, and we are often seeing like 260 CS at 20 minutes, you know?
Yeah.
That's pretty normal for top teams, but yeah.
I guess we just have really high standards
Yeah.
after watching some of the tippy top teams.
I mean, obviously they're bottom teams, right? So we have to think like that. Like, but still, we can expect some good team plays, you know, because they are team. And that makes the difference between normal amateur players and pro players, you know, not because of only mechanics.
Level 6 is hit first here, and you can see Ixu desperately trying to hit 6. It's not going to happen. Flashed in and smacked down. Ixu not even going to bother to flash away as Dudu misses the cannon on his way out. That's another one right there. And yeah, just a simple solo kill onto the Cho'Gath.
once again, by the way.
Yeah, 2
Yo.
games in a row.
He also got the solo kill at game 1, so that's pretty good start again. Their solo plays are great, but I saw one tweet that, yeah, LCK ATM equal solo queue.
Yeah.
And I definitely agree.
That's the play, by the way, dodging, or rather, stopping the Justice Punch, but Mickey wasn't really able to follow up on it after all that. The Ghost used by Miru, he's got, of course, Spellbook himself. So he's able to get out of there alive.
It's just one of the trades by Zoe. It's great matchup for Zoe to enjoy his laning phase. So I'm wondering, is he gonna laugh again? Because he was laughing before.
잡았다. 얘들아,
Got
나
him.
죽었다.
I'm dead.
6렙턴 내가 3마리 놓친 거 까먹었다 또.
I forgot
아,
I
네,
lost
너무
3
못하네.
creeps, man. I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, he said again.
Again?
Again,
Aha.
he forgot. Haha. Yeah, well, here's a play set up on the Mickey, but probably a little bit slow on the follow-up. Maybe didn't think the taunt was going to land. And now on vision here is Flawless trying to take the blue, and another trade is happening up on the top side as the blue is going to be taken here by Haru. And now Flawless is not in a great spot. Knock up on the top side by Ixu, and he will go down again in the solo kill. As now Flawless is just going to be chased through his own jungle. The solo kill maybe would have been given over to Lens, but Haru is going to come on in and eventually take that one. So 2 more kills going to go in Hanwha Life's pocket.
I'm not sure if I say this in a good way, that Hanwha Life did a great job. Because that was just really shouldn't happen situation, I would say.
Yeah.
In the LCK especially. Because as you mentioned, Trundle was just getting buffed while he was not checking ward in the brush. So he was on vision.
Yeah.
And also topside, he just got solo killed. That was just 2 silly mistakes from SP. But still great pickup by Hanwha Life. Lee Hans has changed to TP and he just TP'd behind. So that was effective. And also Dudu is getting solo kill again on the top lane.
Yeah. And Lahenz's teleport is actually what gets them this kill.
Yeah.
Maybe Haru could have eventually caught up to him in the jungle, but because Lahenz got in there,
나 지금 푸시 안 돼.
as
I
let's see
can't
this.
push right now.
나 같이 못 가. 나랑 같이 못 가.
Yeah, we can't go like both. We cannot join.
Yeah.
잡았다.
Got him.
나.
So yeah, Dudu is proactive. And normally we cannot expect this kind of communication from rookie top laners, you know? And I'm glad that he's doing great, you know?
Oh, we might have the spear coming in here. That's going to be a huge amount of burst damage onto Mickey, who will be burst down by Haru, but the stopwatch is going to save him at the last moment. So Haru picking up the best item in the game, the stopwatch. It's going to save him once again, as with that kill, they're going to look to push here in the mid lane. They have the Rift Herald, and finally, Hanwha Life are getting some value here in the early game.
Yeah, this is the play that Hanwha Life finally made by themselves, right? And also this is the play that I was talking about when you are playing a hard matchup. And finally, their mid jungle is waking up. I'm glad.
Oh boy. It's a lot of value there for Hanwha Life. Their top lane, I mean, at least Ixu is farming okay, but the solo kills do not do him much good. As now the TP, they're going to dive him. Lots of bullying up in the top lane. Just going to wait for that taunt, and then everybody piles in. Dudu is going to get out of there. True Shot Barrage, not even close. At least Flawless will pick up the Infernal, because everything else is going the way of Hanwha Life.
Yep. And Viper is just farming on the bot lane. Maybe he's losing CS because Lee Hans is TP on the top side, but it doesn't matter. Their team is doing great on the top side. And finally Haru is having some advantage in the jungle with comfort matchup. So I think everything is just smiling towards Hanwha Life, and even team comp is fine in the late game. So everything is just working out for them. And especially it's from Dudu's solo kills, I think. The prior that they are getting from the top lane is huge. And also mid jungle is finally doing something together, so that's why the game looks a lot easier than game 1 right now.
Yeah, it was a nice little setup there. It's something you can do with the Galio. Generally hard, but I think that Miru is actually playing quite a nice game of Galio. Looks very comfortable on the champion, probably part of the reason why they picked it for him blind. And yeah, we're just kind of chilling here. The 2 kills, 2-0 and 1 right now for Wukong. 3-0 for Nidalee, who's going to get an extremely early Rod of Ages. Trinity Force already completed for the Wukong. And Cho'Gath very far behind and is just being bullied so hard up in the top lane. Here comes Miru again.
Dudu's ultimate is coming up in 1 second, and I think he's gonna die once again.
Yeah. Well, gonna miss the knockup, and he even tried to flash there, but trying his best to do a bit of damage onto Miru, who will be able to flash away. And now Mickey is going to miss everything, as the spear is just barely going to sail wide. Now trying to do a little bit of damage there onto Dudu, but we still have 3 members of Hanwha Lane and a healer up in the top side who's keeping them all topped up. And another successful dive, now 6-0 in favor of Hanwha Lane.
Yeah, everyone expected from them having some situation on the bot lane, but top side is spicy.
Yeah, nice block there on the dash, and they finally get that damage coming out. As Haru is going to get over the wall here, Ixu TPing in, but it felt mostly like he was TPing back from lane. He's not actually able to help there. That was a very cute knockup here coming in from Lehens. As no further lockdown, Secret just going to exhaust and flash away to make sure he doesn't die.
Yeah, and they got 1 kill, SeolHaeOne, but I feel like Cho'Gath is already useless. I think he's gonna be useless rest of the game. All the snowballs are just coming from solo kills, and they are finally snowballing, and they are using advantage that they have Hanwha Life. So it feels great. And yeah, once again, free dive. He flashed. I mean, Ixu flashed because his mid laner was TPing. Because of that, Mickey could eventually pick up 1 kill from Hanwha Life, but I don't think this is enough for them. You know, they lost so many things, a lot of things from the top side. So it's a long way to go, but they can do it definitely because they have Azure Tomkin for the late game. So we'll see when it comes to 3rd Drake, because Hanwha Life is not going to let them have it for free.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're going to be fighting over these Cloud Drakes here. Ixu just getting poked out. He doesn't even have a full item yet. Went for Bramble Vest and is slowly building towards Sunfire Keep. He's got a decent amount of armor, but he is going up against a super fed Wukong and is always going to be threatened for a dive. So he's just going to give his turret up, which, again, if he was able to set up some kind of freeze up here in the top side and slowly farm back, it wouldn't be so bad. At this moment, I think giving up that is not the worst thing in the world, as the knockup from Lehens misses, and Secret is going to stopwatch anyway, as Flawless makes his way over, and he wasn't actually in any danger of dying.
Yeah, I mean, Lehens is playing Braum really aggressively, you know.
Yeah.
he's just going in all time and using ultimate in an aggressive way, but yeah, here we go. Nothing happened. I mean, it's still great pressure by Hanwha though, because if they're not doing it Galio is gonna have bad time against that pick. So that was great move, and also Dudu is freely moving from the top side, even though he has no TP. Because of Drake, he was just coming for the bot side, and he's not even losing single creep from top side as well. So in general, great rotation by Hanwha Life. So the question is, when is gonna SeolHaeOne trying to pick up some skirmish or team fight? Because it looks like they're just a lot weaker than Hanwha Life right now, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe except their AD carry.
Yeah, I mean, bottom lane is even, as you mentioned, and maybe they can get Hybrid to carry them a little bit here. I mean, Mickey got a little bit, you know, ganked a lot, but besides that, he's been having a decent time afterwards. He was able to go up top, pick up the kill. He's got more farm, and with that extra kill, he's got some nice amount of gold on top of it. So, yeah, I suppose just trust in your carries. Have Cho'Gath go super tanky and just be a meat shield for their poke, and maybe you can do something as the game comes along. But it's going to be difficult up against super fed Nidalee and Wukong.
And Lehans is just actively moving, like from top to bot.
Yeah.
With Braum. Like, it's not normal Braum that we are seeing a lot. Like, not with Knight's Bow either. It's with Shrelia. He's gonna run into them. Look at it.
Yeah, there it is. Nice. Still got knocked up. And yeah, I mean, just kind of letting Dudu take the weak lane, take the bottom side, and he can use his strength if anyone tries to challenge him there, and the rest of the team is just going to take objective after objective up on the top side.
I mean, they didn't decide to defend their secondary turret on the mid lane because they want to get some gold back, you know, because they're just way too behind when you compare to Hanwha Life. And maybe the timing should be when they have 2 cores on Ezreal, especially Muramana upgrade, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's the timing. And also TK is building for Zikis for the extra damage. So probably after that, they are kind of ready for take some fights. But it seems like Dudu is having one of the great performances with Wukong again.
Okay, we're gonna flash, and Nimbus Cloak is gonna help him just run away.
Does everyone knows that Dudu is actually from Dududunga?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dududunga.
Yeah.
He's having the Dududunga performance. And yeah, they're trying to ult on in here. That's going to be a 3-man root. And nice Devour, actually. Perfect timing from Secret. So actually absorbing the pressure from Hanwha Life very well is SeolHaeOne Prince here from behind. Nobody is going to go down. And they will continue to fight here in this game. Ixu, though, he's like the saddest Cho'Gath.
Saddest Cho'Gath and the worst Cho'Gath at the same time.
Yeah. I don't know why he's going for the blue. That blue's not yours.
I mean,
The zoom in.
yeah. This observer is really toxic.
Yeah.
Like, he's just zooming in 0-4-0 Cho'Gath
Yeah.
for fun.
We see, yeah.
Yeah.
He's trying to do some more wow, we're going for the full zoom here. Maybe that's for the
Full
skin.
hand. Yeah. It's Chroma with the... I don't know the name of this skin in English. It's Battle something, Cho'Gath.
I don't know. I actually don't know this one.
Maybe chat knows because they know everything.
Chat would know, yeah. The collective is
They are
extremely
full
intelligent.
of challengers, you know.
Yeah. They know every single name of every single skin.
Yeah.
Let me take a quick look.
I mean, it's...
I see Battlecast.
Oh. I mean, I like English broadcast because of this, you know. It's kind of free to talk with viewers and like have some communication
Yeah.
between them, you know. because they are with us.
Yeah,
Always with
they are
us.
with us, and
Yeah.
we are always with them, together as one.
Yeah.
Great.
And yeah, Hanwha, there's no reason to just give up some great pressure in the map right now. They just need to take some fight. They're ahead. All the objectives are out, and
Ooh.
obviously they have rocket combo, right?
Yeah.
So they have to engage, and that should be from Dudu flanking or just going in front. Maybe that's not a great choice.
Yeah, I mean, Ixu is actually pretty tanky, and the
Yeah.
amount of poke they're able to do is really nice so far. But here comes a
Warman.
magnificent taunt into the back line, and they're going to take on the top Kents right from the get-go. Dudu pretty low, but it doesn't seem to matter, as Miru's going to get in and get another kill there, another taunt rather, as the concussive blows will come in and Ixu will eventually die. The double kill will go to Viper, but Miru essentially carrying the team on his back. They finally get the engage they were looking for.
Oh, man.
Oh, that is gross.
Oh,
Lens is
man.
just gross. I can't believe he's done it. And he was sitting on the ward there.
I can't believe it. This is not normal Braum that we are seeing often. This is Lehan's Braum. And also, what was that engage by Mir, man?
He's crazy.
That was insane. That was one of the great performances that we can see from Mir and also from Hanwha Live. They're finally having some advantage in the gold
Yeah.
and leads in the game.
Well, it's kind of like a mid-player standoff here in this
Yeah.
series. Mickey carries game 1. Miru's carrying game 2.
And yeah, that's the point, you know, they should be a lot happier because it's not Viper or Lehan's carrying them, it's Mir, their new player, rookie player is helping them a lot. And that was one of the great engage by Galio as well. So, oh man, that was just hot.
Yeah. And of course, you guys will remember you can't taunt flash
Oh,
anymore,
man.
but
He just ended.
wow. Maybe we said too many good things about him.
Yeah.
And so...
We rhymed.
Yeah.
That's not his
We caster cursed him. Sorry, Miru. You were playing so well. You know, he still doesn't have a kill. 0, 2, and 5, but he's the carry.
I mean, you just need to flash in to have great
Yeah.
team fight, you know. But yeah, everything is for Hanwha Live. And with this first Nasher, your normal goal is just to have all the outer turrets out, you know. But Mir just died randomly on the side lane, so they couldn't even get side lane turrets. So I'm not sure this is all happy and great day for Hanwha Live. It looks like it, but I think slowly they can get it back.
Yeah.
SP because they have rocket combo, and Hybrid is getting fed at this point.
Yeah, he's really fed. I mean, Zoe is quite fed too, and they have the Morellos for the healing on the Dilly. There is, okay, Zonya's already completed, I believe. Maybe that's just a stopwatch. Mickey, really awkward spot here. He's going to get flanked by Lehens, who is the most aggressive Braum we've ever seen. And that is going to be a 4-man route. Pretty fun champion as Haru is going to dive on in, but not able to get too much value out of that. As we've got a little bit of Baron buff left. Maybe they can continue to push up in the top side after chunking a lot of health bars.
Oh man, I lost my words because like so many things are happening, and it's not normal at all, you know. But at the end, Hanwha Live is getting everything from the map, and what if Mickey actually played a bit smarter? Because he was seeing Braum coming from behind, and SP's front lane was melting Galio with Trundle's ultimate, so I think they could have better team fight moment when if Mickey played a bit better. But at the end, Hanwha Live got everything they wanted, and they also got the secondary turret on the top side. So I think it's all about Soul Drake point here and the next Nasher. It's only 30 seconds difference between that.
Yeah, Cloud Drakes are going to be interesting. They're going to pick up 3, which of course is going to be a nice amount of ult cooldown. I think specifically for Dudu, I guess, would be the main guy that could benefit from that. But the movement speed from the Soul is going to be quite nice as well for their comp. That's very much an engaged composition. They're dealing with annoyances like getting poked down by Iceborne Gauntlet. They have the pillars in their face all the time. You've got knockups, you've got licks coming out, and so just that little bit of ability to run faster, as simple as it is, might just get them some more consistent engages in the team fight. So it's not just going to be this Cloud Drake Soul that you just give away and don't care about. I think it actually will help Hanwha quite a bit in this game. But we'll see how it happens because the spawn is going to be similar to Baron. Maybe Hanwha Life can link the two of them together. We'll have to wait and see. I mean, as you mentioned, anything is really possible, especially with a Zoe and Ezreal that are not too far behind in this game.
But because of their vision control, if Drake spawns, then I think it's gonna be just one shot, and yeah, they're waiting, and they just need to go through mid lane when they have no vision, because it's really rough to just go through jungle and have a small entrance towards Drake. Even though they have no poke, the fight would be worse than normal, so they should just go through mid lane. I don't think this is gonna be a good choice, but they're bursting Drake at this point.
Yeah, they're just gonna burst it down. You can see a triple knockup is coming in, and oh, there's Dudu coming in from behind. He's still looking for that, but a nice cutoff with the trouble bubble as now Hybrid's going aggressive. They're trying to chunk Dudu out here, but Ixu in the meantime, he's really tanky, but he's left alone, so he will eventually die. It's going to be Cloud Soul given over to the side as, okay, they're going to get that one, and the knockup on a Tom Kent is going to be quite nice as Viper pops out to his death. And that is going to be the 3rd kill, make that 4 as Mickey will go down. I think we're just going to be going to a game number 3 here, guys, as Hanwha Life are going to be pushing in for the win.
This is the power of the mid-jungle synergy, guys. I already mentioned it, how bad they were at game 1 because of their mid-jungle. But after that, after Viper's rage in the booth.
Oh, they're going to get another one. Nicely done, as down will go the Nexus, and that will be GG. Hanwha Life finally able to pick up a win here for the first time in quite a while.
Yeah, that was huge difference between game 1 and game 2. Their mid-jungle just completely changed and making a lot of plays around mid, and that because of that, their bot lane could play a lot safer. And yeah, everything is just from the mid-jungle, you know? And this game especially, they had not the best matchup in the mid lane, but because of the champion understanding and the knowledge, he could actually make it through the laning phase and had a great engage moment by Fullman Tunt, you know? So everything was great, and I think I should vote for mid or jungle at this point.
Yeah, I'd probably say mid. I mean, some of those engages were pretty insane. Out of Miru, I mean, at the same time, SeolHaeOne Prince did kind of group up for it at some moments, so
yeah, but
it's difficult, you know?
Yeah, that was not the problem. What was the solo kills on the top lane? What happened to Ixu? Can he just play Malphite or Maokai for his team? His team is just working out really super hard, but real super hard, but he was just playing Cho'Gath, and we couldn't see the reason why he picked the champion. He was just getting solo killed, being useless whole game. And
yeah, I don't really understand it. Like, if you're gonna go for a weird pick, at least, you know, perform a little bit better. You fall under more scrutiny when you pick something different. You know, if he just picked like I don't know, Jace or something normal. You know,
I mean,
like,
it's not even
like
a good
an
matchup.
Ornn
you know?
or, you know, yeah, it's not even a good matchup. So what's the point of picking up the Cho'Gath? Like, we appreciate it to see the new stuff for sure.
Yeah, for sure, but
We don't appreciate getting 0-4'd as well. So it's kind of rough, a situation for Ixu. But guys, we will have the decider match after the break when we come back.